Okay, so for week 11 of summer anime, great season, almost wrapping up soon. We had a lot of finales this week. Dead Demon's really good. Also, a lot of romance shows finished up. Pseudo Harem, I love it so much. Alya also finished up. We got season 2 confirmation there. Spice and Wolf finished up. I'll talk about the finale we have here. Pretty solid finishing arc, and there's a season 2 confirmed as well. So many animes out here getting renewed. It feels pretty good. It's kind of like a trend where some of them have like split cores, some of them have like season 2s like in production already. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We're not just like out here waiting years. And besides that, I'll start talking about the week. And yeah, next week I'll have a tier list as the season pretty much finishes up. So yeah, the best shows, best waifus. There was honestly so many decent shows, like anyone that you can pick up, even though some of them were generic, like they're definitely entertaining, had high quality. So yeah, let's get started. So for Dead Demons, Dededede Destruction, episode 17. I'm pretty sure this is the finale for the show. It's supposed to have 18 episodes, but I don't know if they count episode 0. But like, if this is the end of the show, it was really good. Although the ending had some like kind of like time travel ex machina stuff to like just like solve every issue, which felt a bit strange because maybe we wanted some like more build up. We didn't really want to solve everything with the snap of our fingers. But yeah, I mean, this world does have time travel, so basically no matter how bad the timeline is, no matter how many people die, you can always just like reset it with this alien technology, which is pretty interesting, but also kind of like opens up the world a bit more. It's kind of like Ontan and Kadode. There's the demons, that's like their like gang name, and then they're kind of like trying to save the timelines, it looks like. So yeah, pretty much what happens here is that we get the aftermath of the UFO exploding. So yeah, in this timeline, everyone in Tokyo kind of died, but people on the outskirts, Kadode, Ontan, and all their other friends are still alive. And then they form like the demons resistance group. So this is like years later. They're all just like fighting in the war, fighting against the government, and the government has like that green laser that shoots them down. So yeah, we see kind of off screen Kadode and Ontan just like both dying in this timeline, and then Kadode's dad kind of wakes up and then goes back in time to save her. So basically, I guess the best way to get the happiest timeline is to have Kadode and Ontan be friends. So if they keep trying to do that, maybe eventually like the aliens won't invade. So yeah, that's what happens in this timeline. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's like there's a lot of questions, but I guess they intentionally kind of like leave it open-ended, of course. So yeah, basically in this timeline, we see like there's like a time skip. Everyone gets older. Kadode and Ontan become friends, and then the same friend group kind of meets up eventually. These are like canon events, I guess. And then yeah, they just like grow up, become adults. They have like their same kind of like jaded, funny personalities. We see Kadode is still like in a relationship with her teacher. Like, I don't like that. Like, come on, why do they still gotta do that? But we see her and Ontan were like very close together. We saw in the previous timeline they kissed, so I mean that was kind of crazy as well. I didn't mention that, but yeah, like in this timeline, everyone's just like chilling, happy, everyone's alive. Ontan's brother is kind of skinny now. He's like a really rich dude. Everyone else seems to be doing well. Maybe the ending was a bit too convenient with the time travel. I was just like shocked. Maybe there's gonna be an episode 18 to kind of like maybe show what happened in the previous timeline where everyone was dying, like the one where like the military shot everyone down. But yeah, besides that, very sick episode, a lot of like cool animation and just like a high quality story. Cool voice actresses by our main two characters, Kadode and Ontan, and then just like a unique sci-fi story. You don't really get too many that are like this high quality. So yeah, highly recommend this anime for sure. All right, so for Monogatari Off in Monster Season, episode 10. So this is like a funny episode because we're back to like the lollies being spammed at you. So yeah, Araragi just like being creepy. Like it took until episode 10 to finally like have Shinobu, the snail girl Mayoi, and then the doll girl Yotsuki just like on his lap, just like hanging out with him. So yeah, Shinobu's like kind of attached to him. We see they're solving the mystery with the suicide master. She's kind of like sucking the blood of like all the girls from the basketball team. So yeah, Araragi is trying to solve this. Gaian tells him to like stay home with Shinobu tonight. So yeah, they do that, but Shinobu does get suspicious, and then Yotsugi kind of joins them. So yeah, this episode kind of felt like a bit ADHD, where we're just like hopping scene from scene. More stuff is happening, like really unexplained, but I guess it doesn't matter. People are just like talking, being quirky. So yeah, him and Shinobu kind of like hang out at home. He offers her donuts, they talk. She kind of like talks about her past, how she was like a princess, and then her master was like also this immortal vampire that also turned into a lolly. And then Yotsugi comes through for no reason. She's just chilling, and then she kind of like gives Araragi a fortune. It's from Mayoi, and it kind of like invites them to the shrine. They go there, they kind of like do the gimmick where she flubs your name, and then like they just do that like 3-4 times, so it's pretty funny. So yeah, finally Mayoi is back again. We saw her a bit earlier in like the first episode, but yeah, she's here again. And then we see that in her shrine, she has the body of Dystopia, Virtuoso Suicide Master. So yeah, it looks like she's dying. It's like she's lolly form. She has like no nutrients. Yeah, and it looks like she has like this disease, the sickness. So basically, Araragi has to go to hell. He has to go like to like the pool of blood and kind of get like this like medicine to cure her. So yeah, in order for Araragi to go to hell, he has to get stabbed by like that giant sword that like kills spirits. So then yeah, he gets stabbed by Shinobu. She shows him like her kind of sword forms and then kills him. And then he wakes up post credit scene in heaven instead of hell. And then he sees the princess there. So yeah, I guess I mean I don't know why, because if this is a princess, isn't Shinobu also the same person? I don't know, but yeah, like well we'll see what's gonna happen, you know, open ended there. But a very weird episode compared to the other episodes. Like, you know, you can see the quality go down a bit, which is kind of sad. And the story's kind of like super goofy now. It doesn't really make too much sense. There's like stuff is happening very quickly. So yeah, as I said, kind of like an ADHD fueled episode. But besides that, you know, I'm gonna keep watching this final arc, even if it doesn't hit home. Like this season in general has been really good. So I'm kind of curious to see where things go from here as we kind of like wrap up the season. All right, so for Pseudo Harem episode 12, cute episode is so good. Oh my god, the end of this episode was crazy. We get an actual finale for a romance anime, so good. So I'll kind of just like talk about how the episode goes. So basically they're working together, Nanako and Eiji are acting. They kind of film like the student movie thing. It's like very good, kind of like romance based, pretty much based on the story. And then, yeah, Nanako is just like such a good actress. Her relationship with Eiji is also getting better. He's like kind of supporting her from the sidelines and then, you know, kind of like making her not nervous and happy. So it's all good. Everyone's kind of like hanging out together. But also, big thing happened. Their student film gets so popular that Nanako gets recruited by like professional scouts. They want her to be a famous actress. And then she's debating because this will advance her career. This is like something she wants to do, but she also wants to go to school with Eiji. She wants to hang out with her boyfriends. Yeah, it's like a real dilemma. Like, obviously the smarter decision is to focus on her career, but she loves Eiji that much that it's like she doesn't want to betray him like that. So I spent the winter time kind of reminiscing as like she's crying. She can't pick both. I'm like, girl, you can pick both. Like, you can have a career and hang out with your boyfriend. Maybe you can't go to the same school, but like, you know, it is what it is. So she kind of like is crying in school. Eiji kind of like comes with her, and then he says that like she can do what she wants, but have her wait for him. So basically, he's trying to be like in the entertainment industry as well. And then, like, as she kind of rises, becomes an actress, follows her dreams, then, you know, eventually he'll follow her and then they'll be together. So, yeah, at the end of the episode, time skip, they get married. So, yeah, after, like, they've advanced in their careers, Eiji gets a job at, like, a TV studio. He's doing, like, backstage production things. But, yeah, now that they get together, Nanako is, like, a famous actress. They get married. It's so cute. It's so good. I love how all the characters also got older. So yeah, I mean, quick 12 episode story. It wrapped up. It just felt so good. Nothing really too dull or boring. It just like brightened your day, did its job very well. And in terms of romance shows, it just like, you know, makes a lasting impression, makes you feel good. Also makes you feel a bit empty once it's over, because yeah, this shit is not real. It's not gonna happen to you. So yeah, sadly you won't have your own pseudo harem, but you know, this anime was well worth it. I liked it. I think the only downside was like the kind of low quality animation, but I guess they did the best they could in depicting the story. Like, it didn't really take away from it. It just like, you know, it could have been a lot better, because yeah, we have stuff this season like Makine, we have Alya, stuff that are like a bit higher quality. So even though I like Pseudo Harem a lot, like you can argue that those other shows are just like so much better, so much more popular. But yeah, we'll talk about Alya. So yeah, I mean, this one's super popular. Finished up 12 episodes. We have a season 2 confirmed, so that's cool, because we didn't end it here. Like, the student council stuff is still going on. Like, here Alya and Kuze get a well-deserved dub over Yuki, but I mean, the problem is like she's still plotting. There's still like other girls in the mix, but I feel like if you think Yuki is the best girl, that's fine. If you ship her with your brother, you kind of have no media literacy, because Alya's just gonna win. It's so obvious. Like, you can like participate in the shipping, but like her and her brother just like make no sense. Obviously, we don't have like Yuki's full backstory, but apparently like, she's been like very sick when she was younger, and now that she's a bit cured, a bit older, she's kind of like obsessed with her brother now. That's all we know, pretty much. We know her family's like really strict and they want you to be perfect, but you know, it's very nonsensical having her being shipped with the brother. So yeah, she can do her weird weeb anime references and shit, but yeah, don't ship her with the brother. That's my opinion. Like, I feel like Alya's fine. Like, she's a bit boring, I guess. Like, everyone else in this show is very vibrant, has a personality. Her sister's just like all bubbly. All the other girls are very funny, very active, but Alya seems to be just like a normal person. So yeah, I think that's why people are like turned off by her, but I think she did her job very well. Her dynamic with Kuze is like very real, and then, you know, they want the best for each other. I guess the sad part is that like how everyone has all the information. Alya really has nothing to go on. Like, it could be so easy to say, yeah, Yuki is my sister, and all the like misunderstandings will be clear, but nah, they don't give that. They have like a speech competition between Yuki and her group. So yeah, Alya goes second. She starts her speech in Russian, which is kind of like a good joke they could do. Because yeah, like it's like part of her character, and then she like captures everyone's attention. And then after that, she kind of like talks about how like even though she's like new into school, she wants to like, you know, do everything she can to fix things. She's gonna like work really hard. She's the hardest worker here. So she'll like lead by example. Kuze is also like kind of like charming the crowd. So yeah, both of them are like a good power couple. Everyone's working together. And then, you know, as we end the episode, they kind of like hang out. They like promise to do things in the summer, and that's all we have. So yeah, I mean, cute show, very popular. It's definitely a bit forgettable, I'd say. You know, like there's like other stuff like Shikimori's not a cutie, Tomo-chan is a girl. Like, you know, it's like the formula noun is an adjective. That's very much like this like subgenre of romance shows, it feels like. So even though they're a bit forgettable, they still do their job, you know, just like entertaining romance show. Just like, you know, it'll fill you up in the season, kind of like empty calories. And at the end of the day, if you feel any attachment to the characters, if it's like kind of somewhat funny, then yeah, I guess it was like a worthwhile watch. All right, so from Makine, Too Many Losing Heroines, episode 11. Another cool episode, you know, show continues. Nothing too crazy happening. Quality's really nice, but like we get Komari's arc again. It's not finished up, so yeah, she's like very shy. It's very painful to see because, you know, it's like kind of relatable. Just like not being able to talk in public, and now she has like this big responsibility being the president of the club. So then yeah, she has to talk to other people in the student council, stuff like that. But it just like she can't do it. She's like stumbling over her words. She works really hard, but just like can't speak. The main character, Nukamisu, is trying to help her, but it's like he's trying to mansplain to her, so she feels like she can't do it herself. She kind of like lashes out at him. And then like they kind of resolve it anyway at the end to just like talk together. And then, you know, it's all good. They kind of like, you know, make up and stuff. And then they work together. And Nukumisu is like the new president of the club now, the literature club. We just like went through this drama, and, you know, it's all good. So yeah, you know, quick episode. I think we have the finale next week. So yeah, I guess we'll see what's going to happen. Okay, so for Oshi No Ko season 2, episode 11, almost there with the finale. But, you know, chill episode. Aqua hanging out with Akane and Kana, doing like 2 separate dates with them. He's such a player. It's pretty cute. But like the way they kind of directed this episode was very nice. I love like Akane. I love them showing off both of the girls' personalities. Kana, she's just like very shy, but she's also like very aggressive and tries to be the leader. But when she sees Aqua kind of taking care of her on the date, she's just like speechless. So it's just like very cute seeing her reactions. It's a bit repetitive, I guess, but, you know, I'm a Kana fan. She can do no wrong, so I'll just like let her cook. But then they showed off Akane as well here. So she hangs out with Aqua. She realizes that Aqua is trying to break up, so she's kind of like very scary because she can like read your mind. So yeah, it's just like you can't really hide anything from her. Kind of feels like he's not like skilled enough, talented enough to be on her level. So yeah, he wants her to like fly, go on her own. So then they kind of talk about like what a relationship really is. Like they're both inexperienced. So yeah, she wants to be with him, but then like he kind of like tells her that he doesn't want to live for revenge anymore. So he realizes that him and his half brother share the same dad, but then the thing is that dad died. He killed himself. So then, you know, his revenge plan is over, and then Akane's like, bitch, you forgot something. What if that's not the dad that cheated with I? What if the mom cheated with the dad? So then, like, the dad is still alive, the mom is the cheater. And then, yeah, there's like a whole new dimension to this. Akane kind of finds it out really easily, and then we see the dad at the end of this episode visiting the family grave. Ruby's there. He kind of has like long blonde hair, wearing a fedora, very stylish. And yeah, what a way to kind of set up more of the story. Like the dad is still out here. We're getting closer to him. Akane knows the secret, but Aqua, he's not really in sad boy mode anymore. He doesn't want revenge. So like, is she gonna tell him? Like the story's like really good. I love the reactions with every character. So yeah, like they showed off Akane, they showed off Kana. Now Ruby is here. They're kind of like going back to their hometown. Very creepy episode though. I love how like there's like horror aspects in this idol show. Yeah, I mean, solid season 2. I loved it. Pretty much had the same quality as season 1. Okay, so for Tower of God season 2, episode 12, we see Kun again. He's saved. He's not dead. Bam thinks he's dead, but nah, he's still alive. So he gets saved by like Bam's teammates. So yeah, like the Fire Princess and then Ja Wangman. We see like they're all kind of like preparing for like this workshop battle. And also like they want to team up with Bam. We see like the Fug members want to team up with Bam. The Bunny Girl, like they want to like become new Slayers. That's like their goal. And then yeah, everyone else kind of survive. Like basically Bam is caught in the middle of like 2 different teams. Like should he abandon his friend? Should he go with the Bunny Girl? Well, I guess he goes with the Bunny Girl. We see Kun is alive. He kind of meets up with Bam's teammates, and then they see like Kun's allies died. But yeah, Rachel betrayed them. All the other people betrayed them. So we see one of the dudes. He like runs really fast. So Rachel stabbed his legs. So he survived. I thought like she stabbed his spine or something, and he like died. But no, she like kind of stabbed his legs. But looks like I go to like a lot of physical therapy. He doesn't want to give up though. He wants to like kind of keep fighting with this workshop battle with Kun and all the other teammates. So yeah, I guess they're setting that up for the next big thing happening. I think that this anime will have 2 cores. So next episode 13 will be like the finale for the first part, but then yeah, it'll continue on next season in the fall. But yeah, I mean, besides that, the story is continuing. They're setting things up. The music is nice. The animation is still really bad. But besides that, I guess we'll see where things go. Like, I mean, hopefully I've been hearing things. Maybe this workshop battle is good. We just gotta see. All right, so from Mayonaka Punch episode 12, this is the finale. You know, pretty cool finale for the anime. This is like a similar thing with like, you know, cute girls doing cute things, forming a band. So yeah, that type of theme going on. It reminds me of Jellyfish Cancelman the Night. Kind of like a bit of that with like Call of the Night with the vampire theme. But yeah, I mean, like vampire YouTubers, that's pretty much the goal here. PA Works worked on a lot this season, so yeah, they did this one, which is original. They did Sakuna, Rice and Ruin, and they did Nara Nara Cheer for You. So I think Sakuna is based on a game, but pretty much all 3 are just like different story, like original stories. That's crazy. I'll be like, who's watching all these? I mean, I am. But yeah, Mayonaka Punch, I guess, is the best of them. I saw a bit of Nari Nari. It's just like a cute show with like this like kind of cheer competition going on and some girls with like, you know, some sad stories. But basically this one's kind of similar where each episode we get like kind of a different vampire backstory. We get the main character Masaki kind of like trying to form this YouTube channel, but also like deal with all the haters, the comments, because she has like a bad reputation online. So a lot of that like negativity kind of flows out. But this last episode they're trying to like kind of get her out of her shell, try to have her featured in this live stream, and then she can finally like do a face reveal. So pretty entertaining. Like last episode they kind of like show that they revealed their identity as vampires, and then like the vampire mother kind of sends like these vampire hitmen on them, but then we realize that it's all like an act, it's an inside job, and then these are all just like fake people. This whole live stream is kind of like staged. So yeah, she shows up in the live stream, they kind of prank her, and that's all good. You know, none of the audience thinks they're vampires. The mother won't cancel them, and they do get 1 million subscribers. Kind of cute story with all of them. We see at the end that like Liv actually met up with Masaki when like she was younger, because like Liv kind of burned up in like the sunlight, and then Masaki kind of like gave her blood when she was a kid, so she doesn't really remember this. But yeah, that's why Liv really likes Masaki, because her blood kind of saved her life like 20 years ago. So anyway, kind of like cute story. It finished up. It was nice. It was like nothing too crazy. Like you could definitely skip it if you're tired of like the girls band genre, because yeah, there's a lot of it. So yeah, I mean, like I'm still waiting for Bocchi the Rock season 2. Come on, Cloverworks. But this anime kind of finished up. It was decent. So yeah, just wanted to talk about it. Okay, so for Spice and Wolf episode 25. So yes, this is the finale for the season. Big season. 25 episodes. There's a season 2 confirmed. So yeah, they're going all in on this remake. It's very nice. There's a lot of like hit or miss arcs though in the second part. I thought the one with the Shota kind of like selling all the pyrite, that was whatever. Like it's like a kind of fake artificial drama. I hate when they just like Lawrence and Hollow are friends, they're homies, they're chill, they're tight. Why do you gotta have all this drama for no reason, having them split up and argue? Like it's fine if they argue, but it's like the same shit every arc, it felt like. I didn't like that. I did like this last one though, where we have like this kind of like tiny village that worships the snake god, and then their wheat is poison. So yeah, Lawrence and Hollow just had to run away with Elsa and Evan. So yeah, like they run away, which is very surprising. I'm like, damn. Like running away was always an option, but usually kind of solve things like easily with Riz. But yeah, here they kind of like, while they were running away, they realized that maybe they have to turn back. They can't leave the village. So Hollow kind of felt a bit offended by that, because like she ran away from her village. So then these people running back, it's like they're kind of like facing their fears, they're like standing their ground. And yeah, like Hollow never did that herself, so she decides to follow them and help them out. So her and Lawrence decide that like in order to get the church to stop like hounding your ass, you have to perform a miracle, and then they'll stop kind of attacking the village and, you know, like trying to charge you for this wheat. So in order to do this, Lawrence kind of says that like the wheat is not poisoned. So yeah, Hollow kind of like uses her like magic wheat powers to like I guess like fix everything, perform a miracle. And then Lawrence realizes that they're still like angry. They can't really just like come here and waste their time. So he's like, okay, we can pay off our debt by making cookies, because yeah, I guess it's a new product, it's addicting, it's good, and then you can use the ingredients like left over for it. So yeah, it's all good. They kind of solve the problem. Like the village will be like left alone from the church. No harm done really. Everyone lives their lives. So yeah, pretty funny, honestly. Like I mean, very sappy ending to it, very predictable. But again, you know, cute show. Lawrence and Hollow's like relationship gets stronger. They're kind of like continuing on to her hometown. The whole reason they stopped at this village was to get information, so I think they got some information, but it still doesn't like look too good. But yeah, besides that, solid end to the season. Like it's a very chill anime, like good kind of like fantasy environment. Or like I guess Lawrence is like very dull, and Hollow just like acts so like anime like it's not real. So yeah, that part kind of turned me off with their like conversations. But besides that, I guess you learn a bit of the business, maybe. I didn't really learn that much. But yeah, most arcs kind of end like very conveniently, like, some random person helps them out. Or like, they perform a miracle. And then yeah, Lawrence kind of sweet talks them. And then yeah, Hollow and Lawrence kind of continue their adventures together, cute couple there. And yeah, we started the season kind of selling spices. We end the season eating cookies. And yeah, that's it for the shows this season. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week because yeah, the season's gonna finish up. We're gonna have more finales, and then yeah, I'm gonna have a tier list next week. So the best shows, best openings, best waifus we had this season. Stay tuned. And yeah, that's it. Peace.